I'm going to introduce you to some abbreviations in the course as we go along. ES will mean environmental science from now on. When you see it written, I'll say environmental science in the oral lectures. The textbook for the course is Essential Environmental Science, which will be ESS, by Ed Keller and Dan Botkin. You can get this book either from the UW bookstore or you can order it online from Amazon or through Wiley. We chose this book after reading pretty much every environmental science book available, and I need to tell you right now that selecting it was a compromise. The first compromise was probably length. We only have 10 weeks in this entire course, and thus we can't use a larger, more detailed book. During the time of the course, you'll read the text cover to cover. We will cover all the material there, basically. For most people, the book constitutes a pretty good read. I actually helped a bit with the book's development. I provided comments before it was written and along the way. The first time I read the book all the way through was during a winter weekend in my yurt in the Okanagan Mountains north of Bodie, Washington. I had snowshoed 2 miles through about 3 foot of powder snow, and it dropped to near 0 Fahrenheit, which would be about -20, I think, during the nights. So the predictions about the impacts of global warming in the book were actually kind of attractive right then. I was kind of wishing we had global warming. But anyway, during the online lectures, I'll review what I personally think are the most essential parts of essential environmental science, and I'll hopefully bring you some timely and local examples into those lectures. My goal is actually to make you think differently than you may have been taught by the mass media about what environmental science actually is. The book will help you to understand that the environmental science is kind of complex, and you need science to understand it. And it also, though, it permeates your life. The aspects of it, I hope you'll begin to see in your own lives. Okay? And I'll bring some personal examples into the lectures from my own life. You know, I'm the instructor and I get to do that. I hope you don't think I'm, being too egotistical or whatever, but I find when I first started studying and teaching this course, so many things in my own life, like my electrical bill, my gas bill, cutting firewood with my kids, gardening, all these kinds of things. I found things about environmental science in them. So, if you don't own a copy of the book, you need to get one. You're just not going to be able to do well in exams or understand the material without reading the book. By the way, I'm not out to change your life necessarily, but I think many students are going to find everyday aspects of their life, they're going to look at them a little bit differently after they read this book and go through the course. Some people have told me that they alter their actions with knowledge, which is fantastic, but it's really not the purpose of the course. I hope this gives you the tools, though, to understand that you are part of the environment, not separate from it in any way, and that knowledge and thought and knowing about environmental science can help you live well even as you lower your own environmental impact. That is, if that's a personal goal in it, and it certainly doesn't have to be.